Morning everybody, Jason, Hollis Farms. Got the 6-foot cutter hooked up to the John Deere 5065. We are back down here in the sawtooth. This little part right here, about 3 rows, is the first part that I ever worked on. I cleaned it up with the brown tree cutter before the loggers came. I just wanted to experiment. I kind of let it go a little bit, but I did spray it not too long ago. I've got some good Durana clover in 2 of the rows. So that's a future possibility for more of the rows is some Durana clover. But the main thing I want to do, since we're through spraying, I won't be able to bush hog all of it, but I want to cut as much as I can. And I can already see that gar line worked. One thing cool about it is, we probably could have seen it yesterday afternoon, but it starts acting fast. It'll start drawing them leaves up, so you kind of know pretty quick you did some good. So, but I'm gonna get as much of it as I can done, and maybe a little slow if there's an old log across there. Since we got the forks and all on the tractor, we'll move it out of the way. This is gonna be the last part of the project, is getting to where I can bush hog it all, and once a year, just to keep all the hardwood stuff, because there'll be sawtooths from the acres start popping up, and we just don't want to ever let it get away again. And in time, I'm probably going to drill another row or 2 of clover in there, because I love that Durana clover. But I hadn't even turned the PTO on to see if the cut will even turn. I should have done that before I left the barn, shouldn't I? Let's test it out. Oh yeah. Just gotta watch those stumps. Stay right up against it. Alright, so I got those 3 rows cut that I've been keeping up the past few years. Now we're fitting to start getting into stuff that hadn't never been cut. So I'm going to have to take my time, may have to move a log or 2 out of the way. But we'll get it. All right, y'all, let's get to today's Bible verse. The word is painful. Job chapter 6, verse 25. How painful are honest words, but what does your argument prove? Oh, I ran off the road. Had a good day this morning on the tractor. Boy, I'm excited about the project in the sawtooth. We're going to keep plugging away. It'll probably take, I stayed on the tractor several hours this morning. I just don't want to get too sore. I feel it pretty good from being on there, so I'm just going to do what I can and until I start feeling it pretty good, and then I'm going to get off of it. But anyway, probably 2-3 more days we'll have that done. A lot of it we're not going to be able to cut because we just resprayed it, you know. But anyway, I'm excited about that project. I think once I get it to bush hog, all that I might have to spray in the future is just the stump rows. Until, it won't be too long, them stumps will be ready. But anyway, I've loaded up. I had to run through Columbus, and jumped on 45 South here, and I've got to go down here to Mississippi and check and see how wet it is after the rain. I am ready to start logging as soon as they can get here and as soon as the ground will allow us. So let's run down here real quick and see how wet it is. All right, so we got a lot of rain, but boy, the roads are drying up quick. Glad to see that. Well, it looks like where we graded right there did good. Water looks like it stayed in the ditch. I'd straighten it up a little bit later, but that's pretty good, better than it was, I think. Get down here to this worst part where we about got stuck and see how that held up, because it rained a lot down here, but it's drying up quick. Well, we got a slight issue. about where we got stuck. Coming across the road, I got it dammed up. It just never dried out enough for me to finish this on down through here. Culvert's right there. If I can get right past that spot, we're gonna be in business. But we did get it coming this way further. Golly. We're getting better anyway. Just gonna take a little while to dry, and we'll get that straight blade back on there and drain it. That's all we can do. We get her to drain, we're gonna be in business, because right here in the middle's holding up good. Well, my chemical did good, and you can tell exactly where I missed. About 3 or 4 foot right there. Had somebody ask one time, I think somebody asked on a comment one time how I knew where I sprayed. I pay attention pretty good, a little bit of guessing, but it for sure shows up when you miss. But that's all right, it ain't that bad. A lot of the clover that was in this field was just old crimson clover, and it's about burnt up, but there is a little bit of Durana type white clover here, but not just a ton. I'll probably plant more as these trees get taller. I'll probably plant more. It just gets so hot in this field, it'll burn a lot of it up. Alright, y'all, had a pretty good day today. Got a lot of grass cutting down there, and the sawtooth gonna be down there a few more days. But we gotta get that project going. That's gonna work out good. Y'all wait till deer season. I believe it'll be right. Anyway, yeah, and then went down to Mississippi. It's about dry enough to start logging. I'm hoping within a week, hopefully 2. They keep saying they about ready. Them loggers, they'll jack you around or drive me nuts. Anyway, about to call it a day. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.